Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Haley Wilkes. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Our top story, Manatee County Animal Services once again facing some criticism in the community. The organization accused of illegally putting down another dog.
ABC 7's Bobeth Yates has the details of this exclusive story you'll only see here on ABC 7.
For years, Manatee County Animal Services and many animal advocates have been at odds. And now, after months of what seemed to be the end of the back and forth, yet another issue is causing concern.
The dog was euthanized approximately 2.5 hours to 3 hours after it was brought into the shelter.
Debbie Glow is a member with Manatee County Transparency and Accountability, a watchdog organization that has been working to solve what they call systemic problems within Manatee County Animal Services. Back on December 21st, one of their members found a black lab named Bonehead who looked to be hurt and took the dog to an emergency vet.
They took the dog in and they examined the dog, and all the dog had was hip dysplasia. So, which is normal in a 17-year-old dog.
After receiving treatment at the emergency vet, Bonehead was transferred to Animal Services, and Glow says that's when things went awry.
The vet came in and did an examination, and that is showing on the kennel card. And all that else is showing on the kennel card is that they suggested for the 5-day hold to keep it on the Rimadyl.
ABC 7 reached out to Animal Services to find out exactly what happened, and they sent us this statement. Upon examination, the veterinarian determined the dog was suffering. In accordance with the ordinance, the dog was humanely euthanized. But the statement went on to say the action violated their 5-day hold period and is not in line with the organization's philosophy that euthanasia should be a last option. Animal Services says since then they've made personnel changes and will be consulting with an expert to ensure a similar incident does not happen again. But for Bonehead's owner, who was too distraught to speak on camera, that answer is not good enough.
Very sad, very distraught. He is alone. He had that dog forever. He knew the dog was old, and he was well aware that soon the dog would have to go, but in his own terms, not on a holiday and not in some shelter.
It's Bobeth Yates reporting. In other news, an 80-year-old convicted felon from Missouri is arrested in Sarasota after detectives found a firearm and ammunition in his blood-splattered car. Sarasota County Sheriff's deputies were called to a home on Clark Road Tuesday night, and that's where they found Leslie Octor standing next to a vehicle covered in blood. He told deputies he was a passenger in the car and that the driver had left the scene after hitting a deer. But a forensics team confirmed the blood was not from an animal. Octor has past convictions for manslaughter and aggravated stalking.
A water taxi service in Sarasota to help ease traffic congestion is one step closer to happening. Plans are to have the service go from the bay in downtown Sarasota at Marina Jack to the historic Bridge Street Pier in Bradenton Beach. The 149-passenger water taxi would operate daily from 8 a.m. until 10 p.m. 365 days a year. It would also include a snack bar and coupons for local businesses. It's an effort spearheaded by the captain and general manager of Paradise Boat Tours.
It would be right up the bay, which is part of the Intercoastal Waterway. The time with this initial boat is 54 minutes dock to dock. The round trip cost will be $12.50.
This is expected to go in front of Sarasota City Commissioners for approval in early February. If all goes well, this water taxi would be up and running as early as February 15th. Local travelers can fly to New York in a timely manner. Southwest Airlines will now begin nonstop flights between Tampa International and LaGuardia starting in June. Tampa airport representatives say New York is the most popular destination for airport passengers. The cost of flights won't break the bank either. Some fares start as low as $89. This new service will expand Southwest's footprint at the airport. The airline recently launched daily flights to Havana, Cuba.
Although after a day like today, many people are probably flying from New York to this area.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Let's get a check on more on our weather today. Josh Stone in for Bob tonight. Josh?
All right, thanks so much, Scott and Haley. Yeah, no travel delays at all on this beautiful Thursday night. We have clear skies for the most part. Few clouds passing us by right now, but I think Throughout the evening, we're going to have mostly clear skies. 69 is our current temperature outside. Dew point is 64, humidity at 84%. Southwesterly wind, not much at all. We will have more of a southeasterly wind tomorrow, which will help bring some low-level moisture into the area, and that's going to create maybe some inland patchy fog in the overnight hours, and also help increase our clouds as we go through tomorrow. And then a little system right over here in the North Gulf of Mexico just starting to get its act together now. By tomorrow night, it will really take shape here and then charge in here by our Saturday morning and bring us some widespread rainfall. Nothing on the radar right now. It looks quiet. And again, we're going to have a very quiet evening, the calm before the storm that will arrive in about 24 hours from now. Guys?
Thank you, Josh. A big setback for a local mall.
Westfield Sarasota Square, the mall at US 41 and Beneva Road, is losing one of its anchor stores. ABC 7's Ray Collins joins us from outside Macy's tonight. Ray?
Haley and Scott, this store has been here 40 years, since 1977, but now we hear it'll be closing sometime this year, and sadly dozens of jobs will be lost. This is one of 100 stores nationwide that Macy's is closing in their chain. Despite this branch being closed, Macy's still has stores at the Southgate Mall and Siesta Drive and at University Town Center Mall. Retail experts say despite the sad job loss, they predict this will not be a huge blow to the Sarasota Square Mall.
They wouldn't close it. It's not doing that much business.
Well, doesn't this hurt the rest of the mall?
Psychologically. But I don't think it does in any meaningful way, because there's not a lot of people that went to it. Otherwise, they wouldn't be closing it.
Certainly perfect timing right now at the sirens behind me here at South Sarasota County. Seidel blames the UTC, the new mall that is, as well as the internet shopping increase these days. Also, he predicts that maybe 2 or 3 stores will replace this one anchor store. He does not think another anchor store will go here, and still no word yet as to when this store will be closing. I'm Ray Collins. Now back to you in the studio.
All right, Ray, thank you. A follow-up now on plans to build a new movie theater in Ellenton. The Manatee County Commission giving preliminary approval today to that plan. The next step in the process is for the applicant to file a site plan. Some residents near there are concerned about the traffic the theater might bring to the area, but developers say they're working with the outlet mall to create an entrance through the mall. If the plan is given final approval, that movie theater could open as early as 2018. Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, a controversial and historical case. 2 brothers convicted of killing their wealthy parents more than 20 years ago are now speaking out for the first time.
And good news for prospective home buyers. Why now may be a good time to buy a home, but maybe not the best.
When New South Window says Factory Direct.
It means we have a factory.
It means we eliminate the middleman.
It means you get an award-winning, energy-efficient window at factory direct pricing.
Plus, New South windows are made in Florida.
Fort Florida Home.
By Florida workers. Because we know Florida weather.
Right now, buy 2 windows, get the 3rd free, plus our lifetime warranty. New South Window. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Call now.
As a combat veteran, I support Goodwill because they help our veterans reintegrate back into the civilian workforce. And they create jobs in our community.
Selling your home? Insist on a 3D showcase tour from Gulf Shores Realty. Virtual tours are flat and boring and look more like a slideshow than a tour. A 3D tour from Gulf Shores Realty is like actually walking through the home without the drive. Get instant access to your next home from any device. Multiple views give homebuyers a perspective like no other. For a limited time, mention ABC7 and Gulf Shores Realty will provide a complimentary 3D tour with your new listing.
I heard about the Tindall Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Tindall Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Tindall Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
the official salon of ABC7. Cutting Loose Salon.
ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights.
The agents at SWC would like to show you pictures of all the homes that they've sold quickly for their clients. But they're just too many to show. Contact SWC today and find out for yourself. We just market your home better.
The case that captured the attention of the country, the Menendez brothers, Eric and Lyle, convicted of killing their wealthy parents. Lyle Menendez speaking out from behind bars for the first time in 20 years, telling a side of the story never heard before. Angelica Spanos reports.
27 years after killing their parents, Jose and Kitty Menendez, ABC News uncovers the hidden family unrest that led Eric and Lyle Menendez to their brutal crime.
As I went into the room, I just started firing.
What was in front of you?
My parents.
It was the original trial of the century. A rich Hollywood movie executive and his wife gunned down, execution style, inside their palatial Beverly Hills estate.
If you looked at the Menendez brothers as teenagers, you saw spoiled rich kids spinning out of control.
If I killed my parents, I don't think I'd buy a Porsche that first week.
In an ABC exclusive, you'll hear from one of the convicted brothers, Lyle Menendez, telling his side of the story from inside prison, describing what was really going on inside that home.
Secrets upon secrets. I was just trapped in the same nightmare.
What happened in 1989 to the seemingly perfect family at their luxury mansion.
I'm just a normal kid.
Oh, Eric, you're a normal kid who killed your parents.
Yeah, I know.
In tonight's 2-hour special, we take a closer look at the investigation and conviction with never-before-seen home videos and photos, and for the first time, hear from family and friends as they recall the private details of what life was really like inside the Menendez family. Did the brothers kill for millions of dollars of inheritance or payback for a lifetime of alleged abuse from their own mother and father? Angelica Spanos, ABC News, New York.
Those details will be revealed tonight in this true crime special at 9 o'clock right here on ABC 7.
Just in time for the beginning of 2017, mortgage rates are down a bit. After 9 straight weeks of increases, long-term mortgage rates in the U.S. fell this week. Mortgage buyer Freddie Mac says the rate declined to an average of 4.2%. That's still sharply higher than last year's average of 3.65%, which was the lowest level recorded since 1971. The Amazon Echo was one of the hottest gadgets this holiday season. The piece of technology, also known as Alexa, is giving one family more than they asked for. Alexa is voice activated, and one 6-year-old from Dallas asked Alexa for 4 pounds of cookies and a dollhouse. Alexa obliged, and Amazon delivered the treats totaling more than $160. Well, the family's making the most of the situation by donating that dollhouse to a local children's hospital.
Be careful what you ask for
I
when
tell
it
you.
comes to technology.
I mean,
Yep.
the 6-year-old's going to say, yeah, give me that and that.
All kinds
Yeah.
of stuff. Got to be careful.
Your forecast is right after this. Stay with us.
A California Closet showroom to experience our quality materials and construction and collaborate with our designers to create the perfect custom solution for any room. Go to CaliforniaClosets.com to request a free design consultation and locate the showroom nearest to you.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Gold fever has once again swept the nation. And everyone is rushing to Florida to strike it doubly rich. Introducing the $5 million Gold Rush Doubler. We're doubling cash prizes for over $752 million in payouts and 36 prizes from $1 million to $5 million. The Florida Gold Rush is on. The Florida Lottery, just imagine.
Don't miss the 19th annual Thunder by the Bay Motorcycle Festival, January 5th through the 8th, to benefit Suncoast Charities for Children. This year's festival welcomes special guest Blue Oyster Cult to the premier sports campus at Lakewood Ranch on January 8th at 4 p.m. Admission is free. Festival events include a sporting clay tournament, kickoff party, welcome Thunder event, Cruise for Cash charity motorcycle ride, and a 2-day Rockin' and Riding at the Ranch festival featuring vendors, live music, a taste of Thunder area, and more. VIP tickets are available. For tickets and info, visit thunderbybthebay.org.
Are you considering joint replacement or revision surgery? Consider this. Dr. Edward Stolarski has performed thousands of successful joint replacement procedures and trained surgeons from all over the world. Using advanced technologies, Dr. Stolarski is able to perform some of the most complex surgeries.
I wish I knew about Dr. Stolarski much sooner.
After the surgery, I don't have any pain. It's like I've got a 16-year-old hip.
My name's Ed Stolarski. What I really do is I give people back their life.
Schedule a consultation today.
What to do when your heating or air conditioning needs service or, heaven forbid, replacement? Call Air Now today. We've been serving Sarasota and Manatee County since 1946. We offer $49.95 tune-ups, lease or finance options, and remember, service today or it's free.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now, during our Winter White event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Okay, we had a beautiful day, a few passing clouds. This is from our Lakewood Ranch webcam. A few fair weather clouds throughout the day, and now things have cleared out, at least in areas of Lakewood Ranch and inland around the coast. We have a few clouds we're looking at, but really nice conditions today, topping out in the low 70s. Right now it's 70 here in Sarasota, 70 in Venice, 69 in Northport, 71 in Arcadia. Anywhere you go around the Sun Coast on this Thursday evening, looking beautiful with the mostly clear skies thanks to high pressure. So patchy inland fog could develop later on tonight, and then a very pleasant Friday, at least beginning the day. Calling for clear skies, then increasing clouds will happen throughout the day, and then a vigorous cold front is going to be coming our way Friday night into Saturday morning. That's going to cause rain showers, storms, windy conditions, and then the cold air filters in behind this cold front, and it's going to be quite chilly, especially for our Saturday night into Sunday morning. But right now, everything's very quiet. Out to the west, well, we call this a zonoflow, kind of a fancy meteorology term. Everything blows from the west towards the east, and that's what's going on right now. Have some snow showers here in Colorado through New Mexico. I'll tell you, the skiers are loving this with the heavy snow falling in the upper elevations here. And also some green on the radar around Louisiana and Mississippi. This is depicting some shower activity. This is the beginnings of an area of low pressure that's just starting to take shape here, and this thing is really going to start cranking, and then that's going to be coming our way, bringing a cold front with it, and that's going to stir up our weather as we get into tomorrow night into Saturday morning. Talk about that in just a second. But as far as our radar goes, quiet now, not so much by tomorrow night. All right, our high today, we topped out at 73, above the average of 71. And rainfall, nothing to speak of today for the month, only 1/100th of an inch. We could use some rain around the Sun Coast, and it is coming. It's coming tomorrow night and into Saturday with this cold front. We're talking about maybe a 1/4 to a 1/2 inch of rainfall by the time this is all done, and maybe even higher amounts in some other locations. But just the beginnings of it taking place here down in the northern Gulf of Mexico, or up, should I say, in the northern Gulf of Mexico. It is going to pull down some of this chilly air. Now, not temperatures like this here in Minot, 2 degrees right now, Billings, Montana. You factor the wind, because it's pretty windy up there, and we do have some just terrible wind chills. -19 is what it feels like in Billings, Montana. Down here where we are, feels like paradise. But with this area of low pressure that's going to be coming our way, bringing that cold front, it's going to wrap around and take that cold air and plow it southward. And that means we could actually be experiencing lows on our Saturday night into the mid-30s, especially if you live inland. So here we go. Clouds will increase tomorrow, a few showers by the mid-evening hours tomorrow night, and then the cold front arrives really by our Saturday morning, and it's going to charge in here, stirring up the atmosphere, bringing us some maybe some heavy thunderstorms. Now, as far as severe weather, most of the bulk of that activity, I believe, is going to be north of the I-4 corridor, but we're still going to have to watch this very closely as this front comes our way. For the boaters, looking pretty good tomorrow, not so much for the weekend. And then your 7-day forecast, a high of only 57 on Sunday, but we rebound to the 70s by next week.
Josh, thank you. This is National Bird Day. It's meant to be a full day to reflect on the beauty of birds and how we treat the animals. Birds, of course, are a big part of human culture. Many songs and pieces of art are inspired by the animals. Here in the Suncoast, the organization Save Our Seabirds is dedicated to rescuing and rehabilitating sick birds and then releasing them back into the wild. The organization says 1/3 of bird species are threatened by extinction within the next 30 to 50 years. Save Our Seabirds credits the creation of National Bird Day to another organization.
National Bird Day actually celebrates the anniversary of the founding of the Audubon Society in 1905. The National Audubon Society was formed to cut down, or to basically to stop the hunting of these birds to extinction for feathers for ladies' caps.
They add the public awareness and education about the needs of birds can improve the welfare and conservation of the animals. Of course, we'll be keeping an eye on our birds up in the nest.
Oh yeah, nesting now.
Coming up on Suncoast Scene, a load of entertainment this weekend.
From man-eating plants to beautiful music and motorcycle madness. We'll tell you where you can find all these fun events coming up.
Tonight, did Russia hack the election? President Obama receives his intelligence briefing one day before his successor. Will the report convince President-elect Trump? With just 15 days to the inauguration, this is where America turns. World News Tonight with David Muir.
These are our heroes. They have sacrificed so much to serve our country. And now Granny Nannies is truly honored to serve them. We're here and we're ready to help. Call us today.
Flooring Depot has been serving Sarasota and Manatee counties for over 20 years with the best products and installation. Flooring Depot offers carpet, tile, hardwood, and more. Before you buy, give us a try. Stop by our showroom or visit us on the web at bestvaluecarpet.com.
We consider the first 60 minutes the golden hour, the time that we can do the most to affect how a patient's going to do. I think what motivates all of us is that at the other end of it, we see them, smiling and happy and going back to their families. That's our greatest satisfaction. Sarasota Memorial Hospital is just an amazing place to take care of people.
That will look great on you. Every time you shop here, you have the power to change lives.
Does she work here?
No, she's just a proud supporter of Goodwill.
What does it mean when New South Window says Factory Direct?
It means we have a factory. It means we eliminate the middleman.
It means you get an award-winning, energy-efficient window at factory direct prices.
Plus, New South windows are made in Florida.
Port Florida Home.
By Florida workers. Because we know Florida weather.
Right now, buy 2 windows, get the 3rd free, plus our lifetime warranty. New South Window. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Call now.
At Granny Nannies, we provide your loved ones with the care they deserve. Compassionate and experienced help right where you need it most. At home. Visit us at grannynannies.com.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
Weekend almost here, and while they're worrying about how to dig out of a snowstorm up north, we're just worried about planning our weekend entertainment.
Right, sounds good to me. ABC 7's Linda Carson is here to help with Suncoast Scene. Linda.
You can start off the fun Friday night at Music on Main Street in Lakewood Ranch. Admission is free, and from 6 to 9 there'll be live music and lots of fun. Warning, warning, Artery 2 is back. The bloodthirsty plant lives again at the Manatee Performing Arts Center. Little Shop of Horrors opens Thursday, January 5th and continues through the 22nd. They use 4 different Audrey 2 puppets to show how the plant grows.
This is the 3rd Audrey 2. This is the Feed Me song. This is right at the climax of Act 1. This is where he convinces Seymour to start killing people so he can get his fix for blood. Audrey 2 shows up, and
decides he has a taste for blood, and it keeps kind of escalating as the show goes along, and more blood becomes a part of it. It sounds horrible, but it is absolutely entertaining, and it's a funny show, and the music is fantastic.
Seymour's your friend.
Treated me kindly. Daddy left early. Mama was poor.
Now at the Manatee Performing Arts Center. And this weekend, it's the 60th annual Sarasota Orchid Society show.
This is the premier show to go to, where you can buy and learn all about orchid growing.
There'll be orchid vendors, orchid growing competitions, and courses on how to grow orchids. Every kind of orchid you can imagine at a symphony of orchids at the Sarasota Municipal Auditorium, Saturday and Sunday. And Thunder by the Bay roars into town. For the first time, it's at the Lakewood Ranch Premier Sports Campus.
We've got twice the amount of vendors that we've ever been able to have downtown. We've got stunt riders, we've got the Wall of Death, Globe of Death, and we've got the national headline act, Blue Oyster Cult, all for free.
If you love Broadway musicals, a documentary is coming to the Hollywood 20 Saturday at 6:30 that you don't want to miss. It's called The Best Worst Thing That Ever Happened, and it's about the long lost but never forgotten musical, Merrily We Roll Along. It starred Ann Morrison.
Over the past 8 years, Lonnie Price, who was also in the show, directed a documentary. The idea was to look at the original cast members from that show, which was an ill-fated musical, so many people say. But it has a life of its own, and to see what happened to us and where our lives took off from there.
And after the show, go to the VIP party at the Starlight Room, where Anne will tell her stories and sing songs from the show.
Plenty to do.
Oh yes, all kind of different things. And we'll be going outdoors and having fun, while up north they're trying to scrape their windows.
Right, it might be rainy though, so that's good why some of these things are indoors.
This is true.
Even though we don't have snow, we might have a little rain, so, you know.
It won't last long.
Right, not too bad.
Have a great night, everyone.
A California Closet showroom to experience our quality materials and construction and collaborate with our designers to create the perfect custom solution for any room. Go to CaliforniaClosets.com to request a free design consultation and locate the showroom nearest to you.
Sarasota Institute of Lifetime Learning begins its 46th season on Monday, January 9th in Sarasota, Venice, and Lakewood Ranch. Meet Blair Tindall, author of Mozart in the Jungle, on Monday, January 9th, and information and intelligence expert Terry Roberts on Tuesday, January 10th. 72 global issues lectures by renowned experts, 24 musical conversations with great performers. Tickets are on sale now. For more information and to purchase season tickets, visit SILLSarasota.org.
Florida's last private island is a waterfront lifestyle like no other. This is Harbor Isle, just 5 minutes from the sugar sand beaches of Anna Maria Island. This sun-splashed paradise invites you to enjoy natural adventures and all the recreation of a tropical resort. Island coach homes and waterfront condos are now available from the high 400s. Don't miss the Luxury by the Bay event, Saturday, January 21st from noon till 4 p.m. at Harbor Isle. Water ski show, luxury cars, wine tasting, model home tours, and more.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
During the past 10 years, Tidewell Hospice volunteers have provided more than 1 million hours of service. They sit with patients, giving caregivers a break. They work in offices. They take their furry friends on pet therapy visits. They even clown around. Every task performed by a volunteer makes a difference in the lives of our patients and their families. Join Tidewell's volunteer team. They're truly 1 in a million. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now, during our Winter White event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at CaliforniaClosets.com.